who have health issues, particular age brackets, and all of that. Let's talk about that.
Well, as I mentioned, some people tend to be malnourished. That was what I said earlier.
Yeah, you mentioned
because when you fasted, you've exceeded the hours or the calorie you have to take for the day, and you've not taken it. You understand? Your body tends to lose a lot of energy. The calories is gone, and what will you? You are fasting, so at least you'll be malnourished. So some people that have metabolic problem, like diabetic cases, hypertensive, cardiac failure, people with renal diseases, you understand, when they tend to fast, they should know the exact food they are supposed to take. That is it. I believe fasting is very good. It's very healthy to even people that have metabolic diseases. Issues. But the only thing, they should know what they are supposed to eat. That is the main thing. And as she said, water is very vital. She's the one is supposed to break the fast with water. Not cold water, please. Let it not be cold water. Let it be warm water.
That's cold water.
Oh my God. No. It has
guilty
to be
of everything.
All right. It has, like us Islamically, when you are breaking your fast, you use either warm water and dates. You know why this date? It has potassium, it has magnesium. When you are fasting, you are losing a lot of electrolyte balance. The water is being lost. So by the time you take you consume dates, you are replacing your magnesium and potassium in the system. Then now you are taking water. Then the water has to be warm. So when you take water, the stomach is already full. The little you take, you now take a small amount of food. You don't have to consume a lot of food. Now, maybe if you are taking it, you divide the plate into 4 parts. Half of the plate would be vegetable. Quarter would be maybe protein, and the quarter would be calorie. So by taking water at first, so you might take little food, you might consume little food. So there will be no way you will know you have any problem by eating whatever is being served to you.
Okay. I like that you mentioned that, because I want to ask, fasting, I feel like fasting has some misconceptions and also some myths that are surrounding it that may not be true. So everybody, when we started talking, you mentioned intermittent fasting. I thought I hear it a lot when people want to lose weight and, you need to do intermittent fasting. So I want to know, if this is a myth, let's bust it today. If it is true, let's establish that it's true. So can fasting be an effective strategy for weight loss?
Yes.
Because I've read before, I can't remember, I read somewhere online, someone called Dr. Zane. I don't know how popular he is. So I want to know, he said that fasting is not really an effective way to lose weight, but there's a lot of myth surrounding that. Like so I want to know, does fasting, so you've been nodding since, talk to me, Rosevalene.
Well,
can it be a very effective strategy to do?
Now, one thing about we dietitians is there are so many approaches to achieving it, and especially when it comes to weight management. And when they have used the aspect of the dietary approaches and it doesn't work out, they tend to go towards the lifestyle approach. It doesn't work out. The next option that it comes if these two have failed, of which we know these two can never fail. Now they bring in fasting. So it's an approach over 1/4. In the sense that
1/4, right?
Yes.
Hey,
it's not completely. Now, why will I say so? Because if you should put forward fasting, people would say, okay, since fasting is the approach, let all of us fast. And you end up seeing that maintaining the weight that has been lost becomes an issue, because Nigerians, we are good at knowing how to lose weight, but how to maintain is a challenge. And that is where they now tilt back towards the dietitians and now say, okay, dietitian, is true, I lost weight through fasting. It's not just fruit fasting, I took a lot of fruit.
Because
now they forget
that keto diet thing was very popular.
Yes, but they forget that some of these diets are designed for a particular thing. Like the keto diet is designed for a particular thing, for a particular ailment. It's not designed for the normal, dietary approach. No, it's not.
Wow.
Just the same way now, people now brought in this fruit fasting. These are all things people design on their own to make achievable. But when it comes to the medical approach used by the dietitian, it is not. That's why we tell you these are not sustainable approaches. If dietary management does not work out, lifestyle management does not work out, we now say, okay, let's use option 3. That's why I said which is fasting. But it comes sparingly. You will not see somebody bringing forward, go and fast. So that they will not put you on the line.
I believe you, because if it was that easy, I've been a size 12 for God knows how long. I've been trying to get to size 8. I have fasted in this life.
Are you sure?
And it hasn't worked. I mean, I have tried you mentioned earlier at the beginning of the show when you're fasting unconsciously, like you don't plan. Sometimes you get into work, you haven't had